Hi y'all, this is Sheila Kennedy at the Zebra Inc. And I wanted to share a story with you about something really special to me. A couple weeks ago, I had written a welcome email to a client who needed some help with her marketing on books she'd already published. And so she wrote back and she said, I'm so excited to be part of the Zebra Inc. family. Did you know that a group of zebras is called a DAZZLE? I was like, you've got to be kidding me. That is awesome. That couldn't be more perfect. And I don't throw that word around lightly, but a group of zebras is called a DAZZLE. That, my friends, is the name of my tribe. I get in contact with zebras all over the world, right? And what I mean by that, let me explain. So a few years ago, I was going through a really hard time. I was in a really bad situation, and I thought I was going to get, pounded by the events of life. And I didn't think I had any choices to get out of it. And I had mentioned that to a friend of mine, and he said, Sheila, you always have a choice. So I started thinking about what are some of the things that I could do differently. Well, how could I choose differently? And I did. I had options, and I didn't have to get pounded by life. I could become victorious. And so I did that. And that was like one of the most empowering moments of my entire life. Well, a few months later, I was reading a poem by Shel Silverstein, and it was called The Thing About Zebras. And he had asked the zebra, are you white with black stripes or black with white stripes? And the zebra answered with questions like, are you noisy in a quiet world or quiet in a noisy world? Are you good with bad habits or bad with good habits? And it went on and on and on. So I knew in that moment when I was reading it that I would use the zebra stripes to remind myself and eventually other people that I always had the power to choose. So I couldn't always choose myself out of a situation, but I do get to choose my reaction, and that is the most empowering thing that I could ever share with you. And so making choices is pretty courageous. We make them all the time, every day, but a lot of times we get stuck in our decision making, and it takes a lot of courage to shine brightly, to do something different, to take a risk. And that's what I ask my clients to do every day. And I get to be inspired by their courage and their bravery and their ability to say, okay, let's clean off all the muck that we have been hidden by for so long, and let's expose ourselves and share what we have as a message with the world. And I help them get that message out. I help them speak their stories. I help them tell their truths. I help them write their wisdom and put it out in the world and connect with the people that it's meant to connect with. And so I help them shine brightly, whether it's in the marketplace as an entrepreneur, whether it's on stage as a speaker, whether it's in a bookstore or in a virtual bookstore as an author. I get to do that. I get to help them shine. And you know what? I now get to call them those people that are beautiful, making great choices, that are not afraid. They're not letting fear define them, and they're summoning courage, and they're doing it every day. I get to call them zebras, and that group of zebras is called a DAZZLE. I mean, how much more perfect can that be? I just can't believe it. I mean, talk about foreshadowing. When I bought this picture, when I first moved into my studio about 4 years ago, I wanted just a picture of one zebra, a single zebra. I'm a solo business owner, and I didn't want many zebras. I just wanted one. Well, this was the closest thing I could find, and I couldn't quite understand why I liked it as much as I did and why there were two in there. Well, now it's sort of making sense, right? Because when we group together, when we stand next to each other, when we support each other, we don't feel alone. We can risk greater. We have mirror holders in our lives so that we're getting feedback, and we're having accountability, and we're getting inspiration, and we're giving all of that as well. And that is a phenomenal group of people to be surrounded by. And I do that every day. I am inspired by people making courageous choices every day. So I am the biggest crusader for choice. And having people, I've never really called them zebras before, but it's so apropos. And so I'm so excited to be able to share that with you today. And I'm going to ask you, I'm going to be speaking directly to you. Dear Dazzle is my way of communicating with this tribe, and I hope you'll join us. We have a YouTube channel, there's a Facebook page, there's a Twitter account, profile all about Dear Dazzle, and it's those nuggets of wisdom that I have learned, uncovering all the muck from my life and being able to share my story, speak my truth, and write my wisdom and help other people along the way. And so I really hope that you'll join us. You'll be part of the Dazzle. I'd love to shine with you, and I'd love to help you shine in any way that I can. So if you are interested, find Dear Dazzle. It's on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and I am looking forward to connecting with you. I love having this group of people that inspires me every day, and I'd be honored if you'd be a part of it. Thanks so much. Shine on, Dazzle. And I'm looking forward to connecting again. Bye for now.